So with that in mind, I am going to move on. We'll bring up our next performer. She is going to be doing stand-up. Please welcome Julia Brown.
Does this come off? Hi, everybody. Oh, wait, no. Bad idea. Good morning.
Good morning.
I was up really early this morning. Not because I'm a morning person. Because I wake myself up when I fart. Not so much? I've got 2 more of those coming. So, get ready for that. Oh my gosh. So I just have a question. Anyone here, when you were 12 years old, did you duct tape your brother to his bed when he was sleeping? No? I stand alone in this? It's going to be a long 30 minutes. That's all I'm going to talk about. Ah, gosh. So, I recently, well, if you can tell, I'm a full adult woman here, right? I got glasses for the first time. Okay. However, when I was 13, I convinced my mother that I needed glasses. I told her that I would do better in school if I had glasses. So she took me to get my eyes checked, and I'm sitting in the chair, and I instantly regretted it. You know, they blow air in your eyes and things, you know, really unpleasantness. I faked my way through that. I don't know if I want to call it an audition. I don't know why I'm thinking of that. But I lied. I can read a book from across the room. And I'm like, S, E. Oh. My mom felt terrible. She's like, I didn't know your eyes were so bad. I didn't know, I'm so sorry. The first time I wore them, I fell off the curb. And I looked like a confused 80-year-old lady. And it's like, it brings up my favorite Yo Mama joke. My glasses were so thick. When I looked at a map, I could see people waving. So, no, okay. I just wanted to throw in that little story. So I moved to Chicago recently, and I got a new job. And I spend my days at this job trying to think how I can make stapling a coworker's face to the desk look like an accident. I need to get a life. Seriously. And I would also like to point out that I'm a woman, if you didn't notice. And I would be remiss if I did not say something about Donald Trump. Donald Trump thinks it's disgusting knowing that Hillary poops. In fact, he thinks it's disgusting that all women poop, which it's kind of ironic because everything that comes out of his mouth is total crap. Am I right? Yes, I know. I'm with you on that one. Oh, man. So my cell phone broke recently, and I went to get it fixed. I couldn't get it fixed. It was one of those slide phones, you know? I had it for many years, and I loved this phone, and I just wanted to replace it. I just wanted that phone. They only have fancy phones now. So the guy's showing me how to use the phone. He's like, you know, do you need some apps on here? We can get you apps. We have free apps. I'm like, you do? Thank you. I would like mozzarella sticks. And if that doesn't say something about my age, I don't know what does. I grew up in a time when we used words like brilliant. Now they just say brills. Okay, I'm getting older. And what I don't get is whenever there's an article about a woman who's 40 and fabulous. It's this woman in a power suit, kind of like the one I have on. She's like this. Oh. And then that happens. Brills. That would be the definition of brills, guys. I feel fabulous when I don't hit my tooth with a microphone. I'm just going to leave that joke there. And there are like these telltale signs that I'm getting older. You know, like when you were a little kid and you were in church and there was always some old woman who had like a cinnamon disc candy and she'd give it to you, like it was stuck to her Kleenex, You didn't want it, but you wanted candy, so you took it, and you ate it, and your eyes are watering. I have that candy in my purse right now. I'm all over AARP's map. They hit me up 2 years ago. I'm getting catalogs in my mailbox. Did you know the Alzheimer's store has a catalog? Yeah. Seaside Collectibles. Finger Hut. Who shops at Finger Hut? Old people. That's who. And me, unfortunately. I actually do. Now, I wouldn't necessarily say that I was getting old, but wait a minute. I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm old, but if I force out a fart, I will pee myself. That's great. Oh, man. So I still like to go out dancing with my girlfriends. And I was out dancing not too long ago. And I was in a nightclub, and my friends were watching me dance. And I'm out there just all night, and they were waving at me. I'm like, God, they think I'm such a good dancer. I got moves. No, that wasn't it. It turns out, when I am in a club that has the black lights, it makes my 2 fake teeth in front look like I'm toothless. I was just Billy Bob, just cutting the rug all night. They had so much fun. In the same club, the bathroom was down a flight of stairs. Now, do you really want to do that to drunk people or the old broad? Because I fell, and I ripped my rotator cuff. And I had to get an MRI done. Nobody told me, not one person told me, that when you get an MRI, someone is sitting in the room with you. Yeah, nobody told me that. You know where I'm going with this. I'm in there, and I'm like, the machine's really loud, right? Like, it's super loud. I'm like, I could probably squeeze one out. No, I was blowing him out like Ted Nugent on New Year's Eve. This guy couldn't even make eye contact with me. I didn't know why. Like, I found out years later. It was the oddest thing. Oh, man. So, those of you that have been single or are single know that when you live alone, you develop really bad habits. Like, you don't change your sheets or do your laundry. Maybe you don't do the dishes. I'm living with my boyfriend now, but when I was living alone, I remember sitting on the couch watching TV, thinking, oh, I have a sudden urge to do the dishes. I go in the kitchen. Wait. Just grabbing the chocolate peanut butter trail mix. Just gonna go back and sit back on the couch. There's a little game I like to play with my fruits and vegetables called Is It Rotten? Do I even eat vegetables? Of course, I have hamburgers all the time. I get my dailies. One good thing about my life is that there's never a shortage of stupid things that I do. So years ago when I was in retail management, I don't know if any of you have ever had a retail job. Ever in your life. You cannot call in sick to a retail job. You literally cannot do it. They will figure out any way to get you there. Like, you could get fired if you show up in the wrong shoes, like you're making a mistake. So I'm at the store by myself. And I was an assistant manager, not a very good one. And I'm putting the clothes away, and there are these shelves around the store that would hold things, right? And I'm just minding my own business, and a shelf fell off the wall and shattered all over. Like, it just, well, that was my opportunity. I quick went and locked the doors. I'm like, we have an emergency situation here. I have been cut. So I grabbed a piece of glass and I kept trying to cut. I'm like, what is happening? I gotta get out of here. So I was hitting it. No, nothing would happen, not a thing. Manager comes in, I'm like, look at my arm. I got hurt when this happened. So I immediately called her and told her she had to come in, that I had to go home. She goes, you're fine. So I went out later that night, and it was my friend Jess who told me that kind of glass doesn't cut you. That's why they make shelves out of it. Yeah, that's a fun one. Never a shortage, so great. So, the first year of my boyfriend and I's relationship, he thought I was psychic. Yeah, I did. I was just going through his stuff. Boxes, email. Just like a nutso. 4 years later, I was like, change your passwords. And now I'm like, can I just have one password? Just a glimpse of your life, please. It's horrifying. It's a terrible, terrible disease. Oh my gosh. So we were at his family's family reunion, and he was trying to be real sweet, and he turned to me and he said, honey, you're the sexiest woman here. Thank you. That's like being the hottest chick in a Walmart. Like, it's not hard to do, But men try so hard. They really do. We were watching The Walking Dead because I love that show. I really love it. And he told me that if I became a zombie, he'd have no problem shooting me. It's kind of sweet if you think about it. But his cat lives. Yeah. And this cat is living with me now, so. But you see, he's still a good guy because he takes care of his cat, so. Single ladies. Boyfriends are great. But have you ever had garlic cheesy bread? Also great. I think I'm going to get me some of that later. Yeah. So, you know that the sexes are not equal. Yeah, we're getting deep in here. The sexes will never be equal until a woman can walk on a beach in a Speedo while she's fat, bald, and hairy and still feels sexy. I did that joke on a military base, and it killed. Like, they just really seem to love that joke. But, like, have you ever seen the military guys? Like, they're very fit. They all work out, I've seen them on a beach playing volleyball in short shorts. I don't know. What does that kind of remind you of, guys? I don't know. They may have looked like a bunch of gay guys playing volleyball. I don't know. What am I trying to say? All gay guys are hot? I wish my boyfriend was gay. No! This is going too far. I'll just take it back a notch. You know what I did? I forgot to tell you, since we're getting deep in here. I am actually a grandmother. I forgot to say that. Yeah. And I had the opportunity to spend the weekend with my grandbaby, over Easter weekend. And it was such a touching experience for me. It was, I wrote a song about it. And I want to sing it for you. I mean, I'm not a singer, so don't judge me. Okay. It's so hard for me, because my feelings are involved. Eating and a pooping, pooping and a eating, eating and a pooping, pooping and a eating, eating, pooping, playing, pooping, blowout. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. Yeah. They were going to be here today, but he had to work. Oh, thanks for coming, family. I'm halfway through. Welcome. Welcome aboard the crazy train. You just missed my song. Did you hear me singing? They'd rather see my granddaughter than me. Trust me, if she was up here, it'd be the whole Van Dam up here. Oh, gosh. Yeah, so I'm rolling. You guys missed some good stuff. Let's just start over. Oh, no. So I'm at the portion. Bingo's come a long way, huh? I was playing bingo recently, and they have like 20 cards, like a million cards, and like all these like bingo daubers, right? And the woman next to me is like, I hope you brought your own bingo dauber, 'cause I don't share. Jeez, Mom. That was harsh. A little rude. But she introduced me to yoga for dogs. Did you know there was yoga for dogs? Now you do. Yeah, my mom took her dog to yoga class. And it actually works because within a week, the dog was really flexible and she had developed an eating disorder. This is good stuff. And I threw an orange ball, or had her fetch it, and she went and put it into the juicer. Sweet. And she won't do this one position, though. It's a yoga pose, and it's called down dog. It's like when you're on all fours, and like I think your rear is in the air or something. She won't do it because she thinks it's racist. I don't blame her. I don't blame her. I mean, everyone is getting, a little, they get offended easily. I didn't know dogs were offended so easily. They're sensitive, apparently. Oh, man. So, I do a fair amount of traveling. And whenever I go through the TSA security checkpoint, I always get searched. They always want to take me aside. And I do have a tendency to wear like these blazers and things, and they kind of blame it on that. I'm like, I can take the blazer off. You don't need to feel me up. So did you know also when you're in the security line that someone is there and they are scanning the line for people that they want to search? They actually do this, and I've seen them do it. We've made eye contact before. So I found a way to get through security without getting searched. And what I do when I approach the line is if I do not have a ring on my wedding finger, I put one on my wedding finger. And when the guy comes around, he's scanning the line and we make eye contact. I am stable. And it works. It's like a Jedi mind trick. This is not the girl you're looking for. Yeah, it works. But then you have to be careful because if you have something in your bag, anything in your bag, water, scissors, fingernail clippers, you will get searched. Fingernail clippers. gets me every time. Do you know that I have 16 pairs of fingernail clippers? Oh, yeah. So, after getting searched, the first thing that I like to do is go immediately to get a drink. Then as I go walking through the airport, right, you're going through the store, there's the little shops that are overpriced. What do they have in there? Aha! Nail clippers! Yeah. That's right. What do I do with that? What do I do with that? Seriously, I have 16 pairs of nail clippers. You guys are counting sheep to fall asleep. I'm counting nail clippers. I'm laying there, oh yeah, Mississippi, that was Vegas, New Orleans. Oh, that was a mistake. Now I'm wide awake. Oh gosh. Oh. So, this is the portion of my set where I like to involve the audience. Knock, knock. Probably a murderer, because if I knew you, I would text. You guys gotta be careful out there. You really do. Be safe. Don't worry about you. So, I was a young mom. And when I would go in, well, those of you that have had a baby know that when you are pregnant, you have to go to the doctor every month. And so when I would go in, they would show us a video, like a parenting video. And when I was in my 9th month, they showed us a video of a woman giving birth. Don't ever do that. That's like if someone came up to you after the show and said, hey, in a few hours, a serial killer is going to kidnap you, torture you, and make a lampshade out of your skin. Give him hell, tiger! That's what that's like. You're seeing it. I just have to, I'm sorry, I'm going to interrupt my joke for, is that a stuffed animal? I thought it was a real dog. I kept looking at it. I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. You brought your puppy, such a well-behaved little. I want it. I wanted to kidnap it. Because I want a well-behaved animal that I don't have to train. Back to my jokes. So when my son was 6 years old, we were at this indoor play place. And when he was little, they had these places where adults could climb around in there with the children. And he didn't want to leave, so I couldn't catch him. And I crouched next to the slide. And when he came down, I nabbed him. And we rolled around the mat until he said, help! This is not my mom! He got away. Yeah, that was really good. You know, and he was actually a really good kid. He rarely had tantrums. He waited until we were at the Star Wars Museum when he was 10. 10. He wanted a Boba Fett collector's helmet. Justified. And I wanted to get it for him. I didn't have the money to get it for him. And it plagued me for years. So for his 18th birthday, I got him that helmet. And you know what he said? He said, sweet, this will make a nice bong. Kids say the darndest things, don't they? So, this is my last one. I was downtown recently, and I heard someone sneeze. So out of habit, I said, bless you. And the person turned to me and said, hey, I am an atheist. And unless you can excuse me without using that language, don't say anything at all. I said, Jesus. Oh, God. So that's my time, you guys. I'm going to get out of here. You guys have been great. Thanks for coming out and supporting comedy and supporting Fearless Productions. Have a great day.